Hello, welcome to Asha Neuromodulation Clinic, Gachibowli. I'm Dr. Ashwin and we were talking about the what and how of TMS. In today's session, I brought quite interesting facts for you and we are going to address an important question. Is TMS treatment natural? That's a big question in fact for me to answer, but I'll try my best to convince you after I got convinced. Well, I'm a physiologist who used to work as assistant professor. So as a physiologist, we understand each and every part of the body, go until the depth of the cellular function as well as at the molecular level. And once I was going through certain literature way back when I was in my post-graduation, I found something quite interesting, a concept called magnetosome. What is a magnetosome? There are few organelles you call subcellular organelles. That means you know basically the structure of a cell. There is a cell membrane, there is cytoplasm, right? This is all quite basic knowledge what you gather from your school days. So inside the cell, there are certain things called organelles which are bound by a membrane and they do some specific functions. So magnetosomes are one such organelles which are accumulating magnetite crystals. And where are these magnetosomes found? First of all, the scientists discovered these magnetosomes in bacteria which are magnetotactic. That means the bacteria which wanted to move towards the North Pole or move towards the South Pole in the early forms or early times of the evolution, they were known to have these magnetosomes and these were somehow guiding the behavior of the bacteria. So then scientists also found out whether such crystals of magnetite are present in the humans and other animals. Quite interestingly, all of us, you, me and everybody, do possess magnetosomes in certain parts of the brain, but their exact function is still to be revealed. We don't know that, but still we possess magnetosomes. So this is first point I want you to remember. Now coming to the second point. Have you heard of these migratory birds that fly south or fly north during some winters and something like that? Right? How do the bird or why do you think the bird knows whether it has to fly to the north or to the south? There is a concept called magnetoreception. The retina, that means the receptor in the eye of these birds, has called the magnetosensors. And these are helping the bird to decide where is the direction, where is north and where is south and where I need to fly in order to protect myself from the climatic changes. So such magnetoreception or presence of magnetosomes is quite innate in you and me. Now coming to a third point. Viewers, question yourself, where all did we evolve from? We evolved in the ocean waters, right? And we evolved very well in the Earth's magnetic field. So, since long, our bodies are tuned, I say, to function and to prosper in a magnetic field. And don't you think, if the similar magnetic field I'm using for a therapeutic effect, don't you think the neurons in the brain will feel something quite natural or something matching to their functions? Obviously, yes. This is the question I put to myself and I started to think or consider that magnetic field treatment should be a natural treatment. Now coming to another aspect of it, let me tell you. If we compare between a CT scan and a magnetic MRI scan, there are quite differences between them and they have their own uses and the benefits. Whereas a CT scan produces an ionizing radiation, but MR scan people say is quite safer. Why? It is definitely using a simple magnetic field. So why the magnetic field is safer? Because the body is able to receive the magnetic field. The body is not ready to oppose the magnetic field in any way. Why the body does that? Because the body feels the magnetic field is quite natural to it. And hence, I conclude saying that the treatment using TMS, wherein I am sending a magnetic field into the brain of my patient, is definitely a natural way of treatment. And once it is done adjuvant to the pharmacotherapy, it is surely going to give a very good response. We have seen quite a number of patients in our clinics showing a very good improvement. Keep watching the series on what and how of TMS. Thank you.